It is time for breakfast here in my house, and I love breakfast. There is nothing better than having people over on Saturday morning, Sunday morning, to have them come and have coffee, have breakfast. And today what I'm going to show you to make is called a puff pancake or a Dutch baby. This is a very easy recipe to make. You might think that it's actually intimidating just because of the way it looks, but in fact it's super easy. So let's get started. Let's start with putting our 3 tablespoons of butter into a cast iron pan so that we can stick it in the oven and it starts heating up and starts melting through the bottom of the pan. Put this right inside the pan. In the oven it goes. And while that is going on, I'm going to blend the other ingredients together. So the first thing you want to do is get your eggs. These are just large eggs. Large brown eggs. We're gonna put them all in the bowl first and then blend them together. Finish cracking these eggs, and then we're gonna actually heat the milk up for about 30 to 45 seconds in the microwave. You want it to be warm because that kind of helps start the cooking process, but you don't want it too warm that you are going to cook your eggs whenever you pour it into it. I'm gonna stick my milk in the microwave. We'll just try 30 seconds and see how that works. The other ingredients I have here are a tablespoon and a teaspoon of sugar, and then I have approximately 3/4 cup of flour. There's really not much flour in this, which is a good thing. This is mostly an egg-like pancake, and you'll see how fluffy it gets whenever it's all done. The other things that I have here are vanilla to add some flavor to it. All right, so we're gonna pour our milk in with our eggs. Gonna add the flour. Add the sugar. And then add approximately 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I love vanilla. If you want a little bit more, that's okay. All right. This tool that I have here is called an immersion blender. This is really nice because it is just a handheld blender. It keeps everything in the bowl, and I can disconnect this bottom piece and throw it right into the sink with my dirty dishes. If you don't have one of these at home, the other option to use is just a regular blender, because that would work the same. You might like one or the other better. It's really just your preference. So let's go. Okay, so just gonna bottoms down, spinning the bowl. Make sure everything is nicely incorporated. And then the other thing we're going to do is we are actually going to get our melted butter out of the oven and add it right in. Beautifully melted. I'm going to give it a swirl around the edges of the pan, because this in fact is going to act as the grease to keep it from sticking to the edge of your pan whenever it's all said and done. So melted butter right in the pan. Just set this on my stove and then give this another blend. And we're going to pour this right into our cast iron pan, which has already been preheated. Scrape out the edges. Okay. And then this is going to go right back into our oven at 400 degrees, and it's going to bake for 22 to 25 minutes. Now my oven, we've timed it out to be perfect at exactly 24 minutes. I had this on a regular bake oven, not a convection bake, because I wanted to slowly heat from the bottom of the pan and get everything evenly heated throughout. So in exactly 24 minutes, this is going to be perfect. So now that our Dutch baby only has about 1 minute left to continue cooking, what I'm gonna do is kind of get our toppings ready. I just have a couple tablespoons of blueberries sitting here, and I just put some white granulated sugar on them just to coat them. This you can do at any point in time. If you wait until like a minute before you're actually serving it though, then your crystals kind of stay, you know, popped up on your blueberries and really pretty. I've also sliced up some clementines just to sit them on the side of the plate. And then in this container here, this is a blueberry fruit sauce. And this is actually something that I make from scratch when I pick blueberries in the summer. My mom makes it, my sister helps make it as well. And I like to add this on top. It's kind of similar to a pie filling, but not quite as sweet. It doesn't use that much sugar. So that I also like to put on top of this Dutch baby. So this is the Dutch baby. Voila! Beautiful puffy pancake, perfectly golden brown. This is seriously a to die for piece to set in front of guests, and they'll wonder how much time you slaved away at making this when it seriously took us probably 5 minutes. Just so you know, so the eggs in it allowed it to rise. This is going to get a little bit flatter as it cools down. And when you cut into it, it's also going to get a little bit flatter, but that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and cut into it. Try not to smush all the sides down. See all the steam that's being released? All right, so let's see if it comes out of the pan. Take a little work to get those edges done. Beautiful. So here is my Dutch baby. I'm gonna add a little bit of this blueberry sauce on top of it. You can follow the link in the top right corner, and we will be able to teach you how to make blueberry sauce this summer when we actually go picking blueberries. This, I'm going to top it with some fresh blueberries that we put the sprinkled sugar on top of. I'm going to set a clementine next to it to make it beautiful. And then a little bit more powdered sugar just for aesthetics. This is our Dutch baby pancake, and I hope you enjoy it. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. Tune back in soon to learn more tips and tricks and learn how to become a better cook.